My audio gone. That's weird. That's better. Okay, so what are we gonna do today? Oh, I missed that event, the photograph event. Shit. Oh, well, that's what I get for not playing for the weekend. Have we done the test run? Yep. Ah, it's a shame. I thought I still had time to get that done. But it does not appear to be the case. Alright. Let's go and do all our boring stuff first. So we go to Lue. Hey Erin, hello. How are you? Yeah, I thought I had time, but I guess not. I was busy all weekend, so didn't really play anything. Well, I started a new game of Cyberpunk, but didn't really get anywhere in it. How have you been? Everything alright with you?
Everyone hold hands.
Oops. Alright. Where to next? Go there. I want to get off this account quickly. Get onto my main account, because I've got so much to do there. So much to do. All the Fontaine stuff. And a lot of the Sumeru stuff I haven't done. I'm very behind. Yeah, I'm gonna get Phantom Liberty as well, but I want to play through the main game again as well. 'Cause I only did one playthrough of it when it was first released, and honestly, I can't really remember it that well.
Right now.
I didn't have like,
Emerge.
I had hardly any technical issues because I was playing on PC, so I didn't have all the problems that a lot of console users had. But yeah, it was like right at release when I first played it through, so I started a new game, different, what did I choose this time? Because last time I chose a Nomad, this time, I don't think I went Corpo, I can't remember, but either way I'm trying different stuff, and just see what they've changed in the game. I was hoping to sort of play it a bit before Phantom Liberty comes out, but I'm probably not going to have time. But it's fine, we can play them, you know, concurrently, play them both at the same time. I mean, it's a bit boring, Cyberpunk, if I'm honest. It's not really like an RPG. It's just got, you know, there's no real branching paths after you get to a certain point in the story. It's just on rails. But it's what it does very well. But I don't know, it's hard to call it RPG because it's got certain RPG mechanics. And they give you like two options, but Genshin's like that. Genshin gives you two options, but basically the story is on rails. You don't have any choice in anything. And for me, an RPG is like you're playing the role. If you're playing the role, you should be able to have a choice of the outcome. But like I was saying, I didn't have a problem with the game for what it was. I wanted it to be better than it was. I just found it a bit boring, so hopefully now it won't be as boring. We'll see.
Right now.
You should be able to play like the base game, right? Because I can play the base game now. I haven't bought the Phantom Liberty yet though. But I've got the 2.0 update on the base game. Oh, get that. So yeah, I've got all the like the new skill trees and perks and basically all the gameplay revisions they've made. But yeah, I can't play Phantom Liberty yet. I want to try some of the car combat out, because there was a shame there was no car combat in the original one. At least now we've got vehicles with weapons and we can shoot out of the car, which was kind of in like their release trailer. 3 years later we get a feature that they showed in the release trailer. But yeah, it'll be nice to test that out. Let's go. I still got I'm still playing Starfield, but not very much. I got a bit bored with Starfield. But I find that with Bethesda games, I tend to play them over an extended period of time. I don't really get into them and I just stick to them. I'll play them for like months, but a bit here, a bit there. There's very much a sort of pick up and like sort of leave it and pick it up again at another time sort of game. And yeah, my Baldur's Gate is still untouched. I haven't even created a character yet in Baldur's Gate.
Nothing lasts forever.
Okay. Let's do this.
Come on now.
Yeah, there's just been too many good releases recently, and I haven't had the time. I mean, I haven't even finished Hogwarts Legacy yet, and I've got to go back and finish that. Just always got a backlog of games. I did manage to finish Days Gone, which I was quite happy about because I quite enjoyed it. But
Emerge.
that's the only game this year I've completed, like a single player game, which isn't very good really, considering how many games I need to finish. Right, dailies are done. Let's go hand that in. Oh really? I see. When I was taking a break from Genshin, I downloaded Star Rail. I installed it and realised that I hadn't played it. So after about 2 weeks, I just uninstalled it again. So yeah, that's what happened with me in Star Rail. I don't have the time for like big RPGs. I'm an RPG fan, and then play Genshin and then Star Rail as well. I just wouldn't have the time. I don't even have the time for Genshin really.
Add Astra.
Oh my god! And when that was when that comes out on PC as well, Final Fantasy 16, that's gonna take my time. Then there's the second part of Final Fantasy Remake coming out soon. There's so many like good banging titles out or coming out, and I've still got a backlog from years ago to clear. I still want to play like the God of War that came out a few years ago. I still want to play the Dead Space remake. Still haven't played Resident Evil 4 remake, which I've got installed. I mean, there's just too many games. Way too many games. Alright, so... Did you like Final Fantasy 16? It was quite different from 15. A lot more medieval. But that's just how Final Fantasies are, isn't it? So... 160 resin. What are we going to do with it? We do a couple of bosses. Yeah, let's just do 3 bosses. And then burn the rest on ley lines, because I don't really want to do anything else. Yeah, so you can do your mobile games while there's a power cut, and when the power comes back on, do your PlayStation stuff. For me, it's just because I've got family, you know, like I've got wife and kid, and oh god, that hurt a lot. And yeah, I have to, you know, like give them time basically. I can't just play video games.
Can't see.
I'm lucky that I have the day free pretty much now because my child's at full-time school. But there's still always stuff to do. Like getting the house ship shape and making food and doing the laundry. being a general house husband.
Everyone hold here. Right now. Get with me. Looking for a fight?
I'll uproot
Your
you!
verdict is decided.
Yeah.
All
Where is
desire
she?
can be broken.
I'm gonna die.
Care of the game.
It feels like there's something missing. Okay. I mean, the reviews I saw for it were very positive.
Emerge.
From like, you know, like the major
Right here.
like game reviewing
right
channels
now.
on on YouTube, because that's pretty much all I. Oh shit! I've lost 2 characters. That's all I tend to use to check my Hold on. I need food to check my to check games and stuff now. Actually, YouTube. Oh shit! I'm too far away.
Just
Oh,
to
crikey! I'm getting beaten up hard here.
Inferior. Perish.
Open my food. Okay, I need to give them some food. It's because I didn't do my weeklies last week. I really need to start getting back into focusing on Genshin properly, rather than just sort of a bit here, a bit there. Alright, that'll do. Can we res either of you? Wait, where's the fried eggs? Oh no, you told me I don't have fried eggs. Oh well. No, I do, they're on cooldown.
Eternity is in my hand.
It's the jumping bit. Yeah.
Everyone hold hands. Get with me. There is no escape.
Oh crap. Alright, I need food. And the heater. Also, my mouse is not working properly as always. That's annoying. The acceleration's really slow on it.
Make yourselves at home. Our bond is strong. I'll settle this. Hey.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do this before she gets the shield back up with just 2 characters.
Everyone hold
Oh, this is going to take forever now. We need to feed them. Let's feed you guys. Can I feed you more? Yes, good. Alright, let's go. I really should put that in the NRE. I should, but I probably won't. Right, out of the 2, I think I want to Ganari up more.
Get with me. Sweeps the lands.
No. You're not going to kill him just as I've rezzed him. I'm not going to have that.
Stop fighting. Hey.
and shroud.
Lightning falls on
Oh,
the land
where
of
is it?
eternity. I see everything. This way.
One with the
Inferior.
force.
Yeah, she's going to get a shield back. This is taking ages. Alright, I'm going to equip my NRE with the food that I've got. Where is it? Yeah, I like to watch stuff when I game as well, Aaron, but often if I'm not streaming while I'm gaming, then I'm gaming while my family's here, so I can't usually even watch something. Like I get distracted all the time, which is not ideal when you're gaming. Oh, change.
Stand with me.
And shroud. Keep up.
I see everything.
Ah, shit. That fucking red screen just got my Nahida killed.
This my blade.
Alright, I don't know if I can do this now.
Witness the final calamity.
I'm gonna die now. Yep. Right, I'm wiped. Yeah, I mean, if I'm playing, what I'd normally do is on my second monitor here, where I'm like I've got OBS on the second monitor. But if I'm, oh wait, hang on. If I'm streaming, obviously I can't watch something at the same time. I have to like monitor the stream while I'm playing.
Keep up.
Right, let's do this. Right, let's go and kill her now. That's annoying. Wasn't paying attention. Let's go. This mouse is annoying as well because I haven't got the proper acceleration. I can't turn quickly enough. But this will have to do.
Hey! Emerge. Right now. What a nuisance. Right here.
Oh, one thing after. Can't see. Oh. Yeah.
Where is she?
See.
Everyone hold hands. Emerge. The eye sweeps the lands. Right now.
And shroud.
Fuck's sake, like seriously, he went to her instead of targeting that.
I see everything.
This
Emerge.
ends now.
Show them.
One with the force.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
So much.
Like none of these characters can break that fucking thing in time, seriously.
God is eternal.
Share my knowledge. Stand with me. Lightning spirit. Purge all obstacles.
Why am I stuck? I can't move. No, I'm stuck. What the fuck?
Excuse me?
I'm at the edge of the arena. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I did. The new characters look pretty interesting. I've only just met the Chief Justice guy in Fontaine on the Archon quest, which I haven't completed yet.
I see everything. Right here. This way.
I haven't met the punching guy. What's his name? Worsley or something. Got a weird name.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on in the Archon quest. The Archon, Farina, she seems a bit of like an idiot. But I don't know, like I haven't progressed far enough in. I've just got to the point where Linnea's been accused of the murder of that dude in the magic show. Unfortunately, I missed Linnea's release, so yeah.
A sight to behold.
I don't know if it's any good or not either. I'm so behind on Genshin stuff. I haven't watched any kind of like character building videos or anything since I came back a couple of weeks ago.
Lightning, obey me. Your verdict is decided. This one, a fleeting
And
shadow.
shroud. See. Yeah. See. Let's nip that in the bud.
Finally. Ages.
Only
Alright, where is the wreath? Blossom. Oh, we got Dream Solvent noise. Not very good. Okay. Yeah, it looks alright, 4.1. I mean, it's what we come to expect, right, from MiHoYo. How they stagger the releases of regions, so we get an extra bit of Fontaine, a new bit of this Archon quest. It's kind of like what well, I think since like Inazuma, that's how they've been rolling out new regions and new Archon quests, which is good. I'm alright with it. It gives me, it's probably got enough time to catch up with everything I need to catch up with, which is good. Yeah. Okay, so let's do Signora. So I need stuff for Toma, I think. Either way, it'll be good for the weekly BP mission. Let's go. No, not this team. Which team? Can I use left and right on this screen? Nope, I have to use the mouse. Okay, let's go with this team. What's he like? What's he? Well, I don't even know what his element is. What is his element? I've got the other one, Lynette. Obviously, we all got her free, but. And you know what I missed? I missed Kaya's outfit. I was gutted about missing Kaya's outfit. I'm not going to pay money for it because I don't use Kaya, but yeah, I think it looks very nice on him. I was more gutted about missing Kaya's outfit than missing Linny. I'm not sure about his design. I don't really dig it. I like his like sister's design, but I don't like his design. It's mainly his trousers. He's wearing suspenders. I'm not really down with that. His top hat's alright for a magician, I guess. But...
I see everything.
Quietly now.
Here. Yeah.
Whoosh. I need some healing.
Ready, go! Stay put.
Oh, the bunny disappears, doesn't it, when you change character? Oh, that's right. I forgot how to play Yo-Yo.
Don't worry about me.
Don't die.
Take it easy.
Where is the next one? Okay. Yeah, what's he like then? Do you enjoy Linny? Again, I haven't watched any character build videos of him, so I don't know his element, his skill set, like nothing. I'll probably have to try and get him just on one of the accounts, probably on this account when he's rerun, because I don't particularly want him that much. Excuse me. So yeah, I'll try and get him on this account rather than on my main, unless he, you know, he's has some excellent synergy with my favourite teams on my main account. Then I would invest in him.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
With all my strength. All eyes on me. Go get it, you Uruguay. Stay put.
Not every wound will heal. Things are about to get dicey. Dance, my pretties. Busted.
Uruguay. Make yourselves at home.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame I missed him. I'm glad you got him. Just feels like I should have been paying attention a bit more to what's going on in Genshin. I was totally just busy with other games,
Don't be scared.
just playing other things. Man, Yayo's healing doesn't last for very long.
A witch! Quietly.
Positions. Dance with the waves. Hey,
I never asked.
Alright, where is the flower?
Never.
And another dream solvent, not bad, and 2 artifacts that are both a bit meh. Alright, let's go. And the last boss, I don't have like Scaramouche boss unlocked on this account, so we'll just do Age to Heart to get the 3 for the weekly. My mouse is so slow. Where is he? He's not there, he's there. Yeah. Oh, what element is he? Oh, ice and water. So, where's my team with this team? Let's go.
It's time, Morax. We settle this now.
Absorption test. Stand clear.
I will have order.
Let's light it up.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you.
Not too close. Let's go.
Today, you witness your reckoning.
Okay. Let's reckon then.
Stabilize.
Everybody stand back. Pew! Animal test 6308. Stand clear. Animal test 60.
There is no atonement for a 1,000 year
go, okay.
pain. You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not.
That's yes, I've heard this too much.
Come, experience an eon of suffering.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is strength. Absorption test. Swirl. Mark 2.
Solidify.
Blazing delight.
Oh shit. No shield. Oh,
Order
he's dead
done.
anyway.
Back to the Earth.
Okay, where is the drop? Okay. Alright. Not very good drops here, but it's alright. What am I going to do with the rest of the resin on this account? I'm working on my Eula team. Eula team and Hydro team are what I'm working on this account. But I'm at the point where I need to do farming, and I don't really want to run around farming things. I think she's alright, actually. Eula's alright. Let's have a look. I think Rosaria and Mika are the ones that need something. Let's take... Oh, we need books here. We won't take her up yet. Farming. Okay, we got his boss drops, we just need the wolf hooks. Talents. He gets 6, so I guess we need boss drops. No? Yes, but we got dream solvents. We could probably make these. I don't know about these for 2 things. And for you, Rosario, you're on 7-7. Oh, you need them as well. Alright, I bet I can't do that. Let's go and check.
Let's go find some.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to bother. What we'll do is We'll just burn the resin we've got in Fontaine on ley lines. We got enough money, so we need books though. Hero wits, so let's do that. One condensed one, one original resin one. I should have 5 condensed already. Yeah, very good. Alright, let's go.
Off we go. Adventure time. Off we go.
Alright, let's change team. And actually, let's stick with this team. See what it's like now that their talents are not all mediocre in their levels. I still don't really know the rotation for this team.
Judgment. Everybody stand. Shudder.
Not that it really matters in the open world.
Beg for mercy. Shudder.
Should I be
Rack and
funding
ruin.
that?
More speed.
Leave the wounded to me.
You can't run. Shiver.
I condemn you. Vengeance will be mine.
Okay. Some other drops, yeah. So one original resin run and one condensed.
Going in.
Providing cover fire.
Judgment.
Beg for mercy.
Shudder.
I still feel like I'm just mashing buttons in this team. I don't really have a clue how to play it properly. Oh, you just wandering around not attacking me while meeting up with your mates. Oh, there's 2 of you.
Let's keep going, team.
You can't run.
Lights out. Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core.
Right, one condensed resin, and let's go and condense the last of the resin and get off this account. I forgot how much time this account takes from me, from my daily Genshin time. Alright, very good. So I am going to be right back on my main account. Just log out of this. Put that up there. And type in my credentials. Well, if I could type properly, it would help. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. There we are. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, so I literally was just in here at this point. That's the last thing I did on this account. Excuse me. We'll come back to this after I do all my daily stuff. It's here, isn't it, where we are? Yeah. What's that? What do we get here? Wanderers. Oh, it's a boss. I thought it was like a domain. No, of course it's a boss. Alright, let's go and just do what I got to do here. Get all this stuff out of the way. Really? Okay, maybe I've got to continue with the story then, and we'll do my dailies and stuff after. So, what do we have to do? Check on Debbie. Debbie, where you at? Oh, I'm actually like a traveller as well. It's Molly. It's not Debbie.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Who is she? Okay. Oh, it's not Auto.
Huh?
Another new character for me.
That's right.
Detective
If I'm not
Paimon.
mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the mark about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its
Navia.
renowned president.
Are they like gangsters or something?
Though those who play by
Sounds like
our
the mob.
rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous
Let's
title.
have a look at her outfit.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that.
What's her vision? Is that
No, no need. You
Pyra?
don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand. That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition. Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for
Oh,
her.
is she Geo? I
If you
can't
remember,
quite see.
The justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges.
It was
just
funny in the
to keep her from
cutscenes
getting carried
where
away.
I've still got the Dendro
Anyway,
main
a trial
character,
begins the moment someone
and in the
levels charges.
cutscenes in the Opera House, he
There
had
was
Blue,
no way
he had
Farina was
Hydro.
going to
And I was
back
like, I
down in
haven't
that situation.
used Hydro, so she's Geo.
You just
Okay,
don't trust the Hydro
okay, she's Geo.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
We haven't had a new Geo character for a very long time.
All right, I've answered your question. Now,
Is she
it's time
Geo?
you answer mine.
Wait a minute! Did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry.
Yeah.
You won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well?
And why would that be?
Oh, do I have to answer something here?
See, Silver and Malus? I
told you they
Yeah, she's Geo. I'm just checking now.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was
Yeah,
most
that's right. Now
excellent.
this is saying like we haven't had a new
How
Geo
wonderful
character
the
since
script or how
Ito.
fervent
That's
the
like
audience's expectations may be.
was 2 years ago, a
The
year
trials
ago.
that
I
go
can't
on
remember.
stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Okay.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant, sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister?
Why is Paimon looking over there?
What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
Okay. So, where do we go now? Check on Debbie still. These little cat things, I don't know what they're called. They look a bit like My Little Ponies. Anyway, can I just go over here? What? What? Go in there. You gonna help me?
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here, at least not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Lily's
I mean,
performance from here.
look how little
which
this My Little
was quite a
Pony
shame.
is.
Just my luck.
She's not really going to be able to stop it
But
anymore.
still, I could not abandon my post. And I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have
I wonder if we're going to get a
let
playable
alone if
character
they had
of
tried
this
to
race.
leave. We Melazines are good at that
These
sort of thing, you
chibi
know.
things.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info.
Okay, let's go. Entrances and exits to a person. No one left the person. Sure. Oh yeah, I got that thing, didn't I? I forgot in my inventory that shows things I need to look for clues. Yeah, okay. What was it? Should be in here. Oh, was it this? Yes. Cat, no. Which one was it? I don't know which thing it is. I'm gonna have to go through them all. All the ones I don't know. What's this? Tasman to pick up wood? No. I don't remember what any of these things are. Mento lens. The dispensary. I don't use any of these things. Special camera launch tube. Don't play the card game. Don't know what any of this stuff is. Oh my god. Alright, these are pets. Fishing. I don't know where the item is. Is it in here? Alright, I'll just look around. I don't know. So can we go in this door now that I've talked to that dude? No. Right, so... I've got the wrong quest highlighted, that's why it's telling me to check on Debbie. Get back in here. Easy little door.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it, it all started with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Right, here it is.
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true.
This investigation thing, it was... Oh, I've just got to get 2 of these, right? We just got one from that other little... My Little Pony. Okay, let's go.
I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon that...
Really? I just don't play it. I haven't even finished the tutorial for it. I just haven't finished the tutorial. I think Sucrose is still teaching me how to play it in the tavern in Mondstadt. I just never really wanted to play a card game. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't come to Genshin Impact to play a card game. And I didn't come to Genshin Impact to play card games, so I don't give it much time. I don't like the fact that a couple of events have been tied to it, and I've just skipped those events because it would mean I have to do all the tutorial and stuff as well. And so I don't have time for that. I want to just do what Genshin originally had, not card game stuff. But yeah, they keep trying to, I don't know, like they keep adding things to the game, and they weren't the things that originally drew people into the game. I would have to examine white line. This is where the magic book was struck. If Koa weren't inside the box, he might have dodged from... Alright. Oh, that's the dead body line. Okay. Let's talk to Esmond.
Go ahead, have a look around. In the end...
Alright. Do I need to use elemental sight? No. Let's go and check the other box. Okay, nothing here. So it's got to be this white line because it keeps telling me to go here. Why can't you climb? Seriously? Alright, fine. So the cut rope.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Look! This bit is made...
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Different material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means...
I hope we get this
Why would you write all
moustache and glasses for Paimon. I'll always have her wearing it. Detective Paimon. Alright, and... Okay, still got to investigate.
Whoever the murderer was, this rope was obviously tampered. Why would it be? We all heard that noise. The performance would not.
Right, can we get up to where the thing was? Up there. Oh, there's a thing I can examine here. Oh, we've already done that.
Why would it be him? How strange. We all heard that the performance would not. Whoever the
Do I have to get all of these 6 more clues? Good lord. Do things like this is not really my cup of tea in Genshin. Like, I just want to go and like build my characters, and I've got to do this shit. Can we jump on this? Esmond, you're no help. You I can't talk to. Quentin and Vaughn. Alright, let's see what Quentin and Vaughn have got to tell us.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
It's one of those things there, and I don't think I'm gonna
What if the machine
pick up.
picks
I
up
just
big guns?
can't see myself
Do you think the murderer would
doing
have
it. I just hope, like I was saying, they just don't do events based on it anymore, because it's a bit unfair for those of us who don't want to participate in the card game being forced to do it
There's something wrong with
to get the same amount of primo gems as everyone else.
That'll be a tall order.
That's my dislike of it. If it was purely optional
When he used the
and
machine to pick a random member of
it
the audience
wasn't
during his
tied to
performance,
certain
right?
events, as it has been, I think there's been
Lucky
2
girl
events
that
now that
disappeared.
have used the card game,
Thought there might be a
and I
serious
just
problem
was
with the
felt
machine,
like I
so
was,
we had to
you
take
know,
it
like
away for further inspection.
cast aside from it. Basically, if you don't like the card game, then screw you. You don't get the rewards, and it's just silly because the card game wasn't originally in the game when I started playing. So why am I being forced to do it? Just to have the same amount of rewards as everyone else who likes doing it. I think that's a bit bad. If it's a feature from the start of the game, then it's fine. But
outfits for us too.
yeah, later added features and tying them to events, I don't like it.
Even though it's bad for Lenny's case,
I think that's how much you get, isn't it, from getting to level 10 and it's 60 primo gems. But then there's actually been events where, like two card events I can remember. That was when I was playing. It's been like 3 months, so I don't know if there's been more. Right, what do I have to do? See, I don't want to be stuck in here either. I just want to bloody go and build my characters. Right, let's go and talk to everyone. Can't talk to you. It's telling me to go to the stage, but I couldn't find anything there. There must be something extra I'm missing here on the stage. What am I missing here? Examined that. Talk to you. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just a fucking rope. Alright, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Talk to you. Let's go out and talk to other people. Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to play a card game, I'd like play Magic the Gathering video game or Gwent or something like that. Yeah, I want to play as a card game, not Genshin Impact. And it's obvious what they're doing. They're they're planning to make a spin-off like Gwent from the Witcher series and have their own card game, but I just don't like how it's forced on you. Or us as players. Can we talk to these guys? Let's talk here.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. I think someone will be assigned to Lenny's still
I went to
talking
Molly.
I think someone will be.
Oh, do they just say the same thing whoever I go to? Yeah.
Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone.
Fine. Let's go and look around out here. Oh, there's people here. Let's talk to these guys. Anyone know anything? I'm the cops. Tell me what's going on. What's this? Nothing. Let's see what Navia says.
Speaking of that, I think magic.
I can see that. Maybe I should try to learn some magic.
You need not worry about such things, demoiselle.
Oh.
Maybe upstairs? I'll have a look. I don't know what I'm missing here. Nothing up here. Nothing up here. Oh well. 'Tis a shame. Come up here for nothing. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm meant to do here. Look for clues. I've looked at everything. Examine the white line. What about over here? Maurice, we haven't talked to you yet, Maurice. See what you have to say.
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the magic troupe members are the seats were all booked in advance. So we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine. Apparently, she was magic troupe members. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous. That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections.
Oh yeah, there's missing women, isn't there, in
No need
Fontaine?
to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to come. It is of utmost importance that we get.
Okay. So we got a bit of extra information from Maurice. We could ask how Linny's doing on his end. Oops, wrong button. Let's go and see Linny.
Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable.
Yeah, I like his top half of his design.
I had as a gift for you if I could.
But I mean, his bottom half doesn't really look magician-like to me. I can't think of any like male magician I've seen wearing suspenders and tights.
You've arrived.
Like just black trousers would have looked good on him.
Who's this?
Maybe like his cape being a bit longer. The top hat's good.
Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry.
She looks alright. Her design's alright with Navia.
Call me Navia.
I'm not really
I'm a partner of theirs, and
sold
we'll
on
be
the
helping
Fontaine characters I met so far, their designs. That Chief Justice guy looks okay. He looks a bit Kokomi, his outfit. I like Lynette's design, I think she looks good.
New helpers? I would be most grateful.
Yeah, and the Archon, she doesn't look good either, Farina. I don't think she looks good.
Tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Okay, let's go.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Oh, is he pyro, Linny?
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, Good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
I haven't really explored a lot of it myself, Erin. It looks very nice. I haven't done the any underwater stuff. I wanted to do exploration today on this account, but I forgot I was in the middle of this quest when I think it was last night I was playing in bed on my Steam Deck. Oh, my missus was putting the kids to sleep.
The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
Phonograph?
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to...
Yeah, he's got a good guy. We're talking about the punching guy. Is he in the second banner?
By the way,
Wolseley?
I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
Yeah, I think I prefer him, his design, to
All it takes is a change of
the
clothes
Chief
and no
Justice
one can
guy's
tell who's
design.
who. And
But
that's
I
my
need to sort of
favorite
wait
part of
until the
this trick.
character is
Only
released, the
Lynette
first one, and
can perform
see
it.
if what he's good at, basically. If he can synergize well with some of my favorite teams, then I will inevitably have to get him on this account. But if he doesn't, I'll try and pull him on my other account, my wife's old account. The problem is I think both of my accounts are on 50-50 now. I really don't have a lot of
Lynette
Primo
would
gems.
briefly walk out of the box
I'm
and
not
then
playing
go
for
back
so
in,
long.
jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
I'm interested in this Navia. I wonder what she does, because Geo, we haven't had a character for Geo for so long.
Not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing...
Yeah, he reminded me of Haijo.
never would have
The,
figured out how
the
you
punching and kicking that I saw in the 4.1 trailer. The preview video live stream. Yeah, he looked like the 5-star Haijo,
Look around. I think we can
but
come up
with
with
some
more leads.
mechanical like stuff on his
This
fists.
seems
you
the
know?
crime. So Lenny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here.
But yeah, I don't have on my main account. I don't have.
Yes, of course. No need
I'm
to
not
be so
building
strict
Haijo,
now.
so
I won't disappear into
it would be
thin
good to have a puncher on, like a a melee character on this account. But I'll have to see. I really just don't know anything about these characters. Okay, so what? Search the underground passage for some clues. Alright, this should be the control device for the trolley. Okay. Examine control board. Oh, that's what I just examine. Examine ladder. The big ass ladder. Anything else? A vase.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear? And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
What's this?
Who's that?
Looks like
A grappling hook.
tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Yeah, I'm really interested to find out what she does. Is she like gonna be the 5-star Ningguang? Maybe? Clothing.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Nice.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Okay, clothing. What's next? Oh. Tracks. Treasure. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Storage boxes.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right! Let Paimon write that down. Seems we're just
Return
about
to
done
the circus.
investigating
Okay,
down
let's
here.
go.
Yes. Let's head back up.
I'll do examine it. Go up it. That's what we want, traveller. What's his name? Aether. What guy's name?
Well,
Aether.
we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
Be right back.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then! You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
seconds.
Sorry about that.
Halsey's disappearance and
I need
Carol's
to grab
death
something to eat.
are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides. That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shots.
in practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice.
The Chief Justice.
Ah, yes. The guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point! That said, are they providing food?
My question too.
I just hope you don't mind the lack.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all. Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Hmm? What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Okay, this is all quite long-winded.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Her baking needs.
I have eggs,
Imagine
sugar, and
that.
almonds at the ready.
And poor him's got to carry eggs everywhere with him.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group. And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven!
She made donuts.
Even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself! Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything!
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway,
She's talking about beating what?
fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well,
And pink
eating
tea?
too many sweet treats
It's a
might
bit
send all
worrying.
that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral
Well,
fragrance
it's not
that
black
clears the
though, is it?
mind
Look,
and
it's
lifts the
pink.
spirit.
This is not black tea. What have you been beating into this tea, mug love?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when
So
everyone
apart
was
from the
watching?
twins,
The face and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel,
okay.
resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or
I mean,
poor
couldn't it have been
Cowell.
Halsey? Couldn't she have been the mastermind?
Could Halsey have secretly made modifications
And she wanted to get
the
rid of that
magic
Cowell
box
guy.
in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
There we go. That's what I'm saying.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off.
That's true.
Does she have any motive? The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the
Okay.
Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia.
Oh, they're macaroons. They look like donuts to me.
Crisp and super sweet.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3. Honest.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Maloose, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
Which country do they call them
have the egg,
macarons
sugar,
in?
and
We call them
almonds.
macaroons over here. But they might not be macaroons. They don't look like macaroons. They might be macarons. I have no idea what they are.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
Oh, about time.
Know what
Bloody
we're
snack
looking for
with
yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again.
Okay.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Alright, thanks for your help, and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be
Oh,
back
she
if
looks
I
good
find
from
anything.
behind, like her back. You know, you mainly see the back of your character when you're playing them.
Put our heads together.
I'm gonna wait until the trial on the following day. Okay, 8 AM. Right, where do we go now? Participate in the trial. Okay. Well, the trial is going to be in the Opera House. Okay. Not in the court. I have no idea who the villain is.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
I mean, Farina seems pretty damn incompetent from what I've seen thus far as an Archon.
Best of luck to you.
But then again, I haven't seen much of her.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
We think you two did it. Up to the cells with you.
You all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came.
Her design is disappointing for an Archon.
That was to be expected, of course.
I don't like her design very much.
Never produce proof of their innocence.
They might just be like the Fontaine characters, the clothes they wear.
Stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding
He just looks like a vampire.
is now in
This guy.
Firstly,
New
in order for the
Villette.
audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna have to go through all of
explain
this.
while Lynette
Fucking through my
demonstrates on
dailies.
stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
And he clearly reveals the details of the magic trick. Everyone in the audience is stunned.
In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
House of the Hearth.
The House of the Hearth?
Hearth? Hearth? What? Oh, Fatui.
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
He doesn't come across very, like, Archon, like, comes across like a petulant child.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true? Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your request?
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn.
He's like the vampire Zhong Li. I will have order.
In 1 hour.
And your blood.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
No. Okay. I do not like this Archon thus far.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Where's his tail? They're brother and sister, right? Twins?
Know where to start.
Well, why has she got a tail?
We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but Being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to. Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but... Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now!
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense. Huh? Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Okay, alarm. What's next we have to do? Continue taking part in the trial. My gosh, this is taking so long. Let's continue then. That's what they want. Let's give them what they want.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Okay then.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may...
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Okay, so based on the opposition's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statement. Okay, excuse me. Let's see what these loopholes might be. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions of fact and replace them with new inferences. Okay. Use your reputations to excuse me. To convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The oratress will display such shifts clearly. Okay. Let's begin then. Round 1, fight!
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Okay.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey. He did not realize that the sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which finally he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard so Linny proceeded to knock him out too before afterward. Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to
But that's all circumstantial evidence. There's no, like, actual evidence for any of that.
operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Okay.
And there you have it. That's the truth.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events.
Okay, so...
Seems this won't
Okay. So it's just basically, I can just go through them all one by one, it'll tell me the right one. Fair enough. So none of these will refute that. Okay.
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey. Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
It's not often we hear Aether's voice, eh? Interesting.
Seems this won't Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Attention! When the countdown started, Linny did indeed, but he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again. And finally, he reached the surface. And that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore...
Dun dun dun. Successful refutation.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't.
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought? That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Yeah, but that's not what we're here to find out. We're here to, like, prove Lenny's innocence. Select answers that will fill into gears with the correctness of your deduction. If you have made mistakes, you will make another selection from the remaining options. Once you've answered all the questions correctly, you can complete this logic chain. The guard's investigation report indicates that fireworks released in this caused the water tank to fall and kill Carl. Lenny is not on the session. Only members of the troop were able to tamper with the props. Lenny gave a detailed
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Could there have been a third person involved? Is that real? The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
That can't be right. The killer was, in fact...
Oh, is that so?
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be...
So basically he messed up like Cal and he killed
No one
himself.
entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take... The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between... Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lenny as well.
What do I do now?
Been tough for both. Lenny was not in the tunnel at that.
Okay, I'm not sure what's
The
happening here.
sound we heard may have come from a... No one entered or left the... The deceased's name is Cowell. Halsey's clothing was in the... The sound we heard may have come...
Okay.
Halsey's clothing was in... No one entered or... No one entered or left the opera house through its... It would have been tough for both... Halsey's clothing was...
Oh my god, this is annoying.
Halsey's clothing was in the... The deceased's name is... It would have been tough for...
Really?
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring?
I see how it is.
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the trick as it transpired, the end was—
If only we knew how Halsey—
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has... And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a...
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crab...
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come from a cloud. The deceased's name is Cowl. Linny. The vase was not broken by chance.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together of how Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method...
Just how could a person ever be transformed into water? This is... Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and...
Oh, this is taking too long.
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of since Cal was the deceased, but given that we aren't making much progress with
She's got her Detective Paimon back on.
At his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we brought...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowl.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowl's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are... water from the Primordial Sea.
The Primordial Sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowl belonged to an organization that sells illegal... The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You gotta be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowl was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial...
Who is the prime suspect currently?
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. The deceased's name is Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. The water from the primordial sea should already have been... Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. Now it seems like the hook rope was... The water from the primordial sea should... The deceased's name is... The rope that held the water tank up was lit... I remember there was something... Lynette was in the magic box. Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. The deceased's name is... I remember there was something else with it.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number... When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon when the balloon attached to the box popped. The water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now.
She's rubbish.
I falsely accused an innocent person.
She better be better at combat than she is at deducing people's innocence or
It seems like the only point of
guilt.
contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Alright, let's hear what he's got to say. So,
Thank
plod.
you, Your Honor.
On the
We were
plod.
just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case, and we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea.
What?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Does this not clear all my dear citizens, my loyal audience? Allow me to...
Round 2.
He
Fight.
did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did, having made modifications to the props beforehand. His accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit, and ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. Is this the end of the road?
Oh no!
Seems using the water as new... I think we've all seen enough now. And I believe this is indeed the finale. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view,
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a... I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes.
What in the world is she...
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are...
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often once everyone believes the illusion. Can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show...
I understand.
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so... I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry.
What?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian. And I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely...
Hey! No wonder you look familiar! So you were the thief! Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty...
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic...
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
This time, we need to tell the...
Gonna go through them like this. Can't be bothered with this anymore, I just want it to end. So we got nothing to... Oh yeah, so we can't refute the first. Okay.
The flower vase.
I really don't care about all this stuff. I mean, it's just some nonsense. I've got to get through it.
Lillian.
And it's it! Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified. Hearing the commotion, he did not know that, mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came up with no way of escaping. She changed her clothes. She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that...
Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina. Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow, look at that! She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowl, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowl thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the
So
end of
this
the
is just like a whole
performance
load
to
of
cause the tank to
nonsense.
drop
There's
and
nothing to
hide
do
the
with
water hose.
the overall story in
He poured the water
Genshin,
from the
nothing to do with
primordial sea
anything.
into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box, and
Just
stuck it to the
a way
box
to
of
introduce
fire.
us to new
He passed
characters
the
that's
prepared hook on the
very,
rope
very
that kept
boring.
The magic box's door when bringing the young woman to set. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowl entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked on Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures with. From this reconstruction of events, we can. While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be in this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision. As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Not good. What a shocker. Like we didn't know.
Great
Fucking
work,
fuck up.
partners. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial...
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny. I'm sure you know what you must do to let...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself...
We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek...
Yes! Our boss discovered that the water can cause people It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted... We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness.
An outrageous. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Liquid Vaughn. It's a bust a nut.
We're just going back now? That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Lenny.
I know you may not want to speak to me right, but still. I guess. I didn't approach you with any... As for why that was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then.
The Knave? The one...
That's right. And since we're here, I was... Back when our parents first died, to survive, I took my sister through several streets until, to my surprise, before long...
So you went from...
That was how we felt at first, too. But...
Oh, boo-hoo, you had a hard life. Who hasn't,
he would
really?
constantly take me to all sorts of...
At least you had a sister, maybe. Carry you through.
After one particular...
Some of us had nobody.
The answer he gave...
Oh, no. But what...
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care. And they have their ways of escape. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent All I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the Knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you.
Of course, Air, why is your software so shit that it can't detect my mouse properly? Your mouse you make that I've bought.
Shall never be permitted.
Wasting money on.
I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had...
Oh, so that's how the two...
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power when she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our... To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family...
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets...
It's alright. I understand. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions. If you should need anything at all in the future...
Bye, Lenny!
Is that it? Have we finished with the Archon quest now for the time being? I hope so. Oh, it looks like there's more. Narvia.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the
Well, we
trial
want to
ended?
bloody end the quest. That's why new NPCs keep making me hold on.
I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances. Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure? And given that there's new evidence from the trial...
Ah, I see. Well, I won't lie. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that now.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Pretty sure Aether wouldn't mind investigating you too, love.
Waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry. Wait.
Huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it...
You don't have to...
Oh, wonderful.
All right, then.
Sweet. Sweet. I think we're up to date with the Archon quest. Not quite. Go to the hotel. But can I now select Fontaine? I think I can for dailies. Oh, no, it's just that. Commissions. Still can't select Fontaine. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can finish this. Go to the hotel. This way. Can we get there this way? I don't know this city at all. It's over there, it's not here. Okay, let's teleport there.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while.
In that case, I'll go order for us first.
Ooh, everything looks so good.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's...
And if it's not...
Well, then...
Yeah. Oh, we called this a farewell...
Oh, true.
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind...
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but...
If it hadn't happened right in front of us...
Right? Yet it was because this was...
If only that guy could have finished...
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm.
It's her, isn't it? She's the top bad
I
guy.
don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities...
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is which is exactly why the Spina di Rose... Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To see... It's alright. Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
Chicken and chips.
That's true. We didn't...
I see. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect...
Yeah, we've...
Well...
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you.
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to... I'm sure Lady Farina would be... Alright, I can personally testify that this one works. When I... valid point. Oh, you did defeat her in court, clearing citizens...
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a... Why don't we give it a try after...
Huh?
Sorry.
No, it's...
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend...
Is that so? If we're all finished eating, then I'll...
Yeah, we... Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Nah, that would be so... normal.
Okay.
Hey, Navia! What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Let's get ready to try to meet the...
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the... in any case, I'll see ya!
Right, is that now the end? Oh god. Chapter 4 Act 2 started. Go to the fountain. I'm gonna go and burn my resin and stuff, because this is a bit annoying. Right, let's go teapot. Teapot first.
This realm is...
Trust rank. Bang. Bang. I don't particularly want to buy anything for me, Tubby, at the moment.
If you ever have any...
I'm going to do my bosses. And my dailies. Yeah, I'll do the rest of those quests off stream. I find that like the Archon quests are just too long to do on streams. I'd rather just do my characters and combat and stuff. Someone doesn't have HP. Hash browns it is. Let's start. Oh, excuse me, I had a long weekend. Very long weekend. The everlasting Lord of Arcane Wisdom. Let's see how long you last after I'm finished with you.
Stabilize. Black fly. And leap.
I will have order. Solidify. Perish!
Yoi 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 Mia. I love you, Mia. Not in like a way, as a character. Just very good. A unit, I should call her. They are units, aren't they? But I like her character as well, actually. Does that make her like a waifu for me? I don't know how that shit works. Skip all this. Oh, I can't skip it now. No, that's weird, like you can't skip at certain points.
I am the all-knowing God.
Okay.
Burn to oblivion.
Bishop down! Fire hazard! Oh, that hurt.
Solidify! Stabilize! Reality is pain!
Take it easy.
The tune's heavy. Oh no, it's a spirit bomb.
Solidify!
Time for a light show!
Oh, for fuck's sake. Where is he? This is the end for you.
Here come the fireworks!
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Strike is one! Observe!
Things are about to get done.
The fuse is lit!
I was.
254k I just hit with that N3 there. Not bad. Pretty high. We've got Dream Solvent, very nice. That's not bad. Defense main stat. 2 puppet strings, okay. Next on the boss list will be who? I don't know. Well, we definitely do Shogun. I don't know who will be the next one. Shogun. I don't know. Ba-bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Let's go, let's go, let's go, yo.
Wind strike. Cryo incarnate. Sakura swirl. This world, a fleeting shadow.
Damn, missed all of it.
Thunder.
Billowing surge. Whirling snow.
Manifest. Illusions above destructions.
Obey! Take flight!
Manifest. Not yearning. All returns to silence. This is
Really?
Obey! In spirit! By ordinance divine!
Allow me.
Whirling snow! Obstacles! Embrace the ice! Perish!
manifest.
Where are you?
Witness. Hold the line. The final. Take flight. Calamity. Unleash. Inferior. One with nature.
My apologies.
Manifest.
Oh, it's the jumping bit, isn't it? God, I wasn't paying attention. I was just like hammering buttons and humming along to the tune.
Unleash. The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike.
Do your master's bidding. Sakura swirl. Take
Goodbye, Shogun.
Only emptiness awaits.
Okay. No good drop. No, I mean nothing extra. I'll save the last boss for when I finish Fontaine quests. So let's see who I'm working on here. It's this trio here. All plus 20? Nope. Nope. Okay, let's get this up a bit. Okay. Not quite enough to get to 20. Let's just use a 5-star. from a domain that I can. Right, this stuff. That's EM. Keep that. Defense. Get rid of. HP. Get rid of. EM. We keep. Attack sounds. We keep. HP with good substats. We keep. HP with bad subsets. We get rid of. HP, alright. Not very good. But at least her stuff's all plus 20. Talents wise, what can we do with you? What can we do with you? It's Wednesday for her talent books. I can't do a whole lot with him because I haven't unlocked the boss yet. It looks like we've got a decent amount of talent books. Tiganari, what can we do with you? Okay, we'll farm some talent books with the remaining resin, then, but we're only going to do 2.
A blade is like a tea leaf.
Yeah, we'll do 2 condensed and 1 normal original resin one. Where's talent books? Where is the domain? There is the domain. Just make sure it's the right ones. Yep, let's go. And mouse acceleration so infuriating. Which team should we take? Should we take this team that we're building? They're not very strong yet. Let's take this team. I don't play Wanderer enough.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Fire it up! Here's backup! Truth repeats its course! Behold! Upon the gale! Cry louder! Too slow.
Right, 2 condensed and 1 normal. Okay. Excuse me.
Don't get too close!
Everybody stand back! Huh? Dare to mess with me?
You're dead! Unsightly insects! Supporting fire! Check this out! The wind rises. Quit following me.
Okay, I'm going to do 1 more normal resin run, original resin, and then we're done with this stuff. Just get dailies done after this. Oh, I didn't want to leave. Shit. Oh well. It is what it is. We've left. Let's go and condense. We'll condense afterwards. Let's do dailies first. I might just burn that 20 resin on a ley line. Touring light show. Okay, let's go. Right, next we've got one here. No honor among thieves. Excuse me. This way. How long are we on? 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm not going to stay on for much longer because I want to go grab something to eat after this, and then I'll probably be back.
Fire it up!
maybe like, stream some Cyberpunk 2.0, but I'm not sure if I'll stream it because I wouldn't mind watching a bit of YouTube while I play it. I'll watch something anyway. I'm behind on lots of TV shows. Alright, so do go here. Okay, so let's go this side. Where does that have to go? No, I'm not going the wrong way. This way. Sorry. I've still got this blasted cold. Oh, the remnants of it. This. Where's here? Yep. Oh, all that climbing for Weasel Thief. I kind of lost where he went there. I wasn't looking. Right, that's right. Alright, rat thing. Where's my last daily? In town. Okay, let's go.
Lovely weather we're having. Will you join me for a walk?
Blah 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 blah. Things I don't want to read. Just a daily. Come on, let's go. Let's go there. Oh shit. Sorry, Toma. Come on, hurry up. I need to go and eat something.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Take care.
Oh really? I just got him up.
The wind rises. Upon the gale.
Blah 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 blah. Right, let's go. Oh my god, look how much talking there is for a daily. We don't care, Mahoyo. Come on, fix this shit.
Too slow.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Right, Cujo. Cookie. Shinhe. How they say, isn't it? Shinhe. Yilan. Do that. Condensing resin. I don't have crystal cores. Let's go and get crystal cores. That's what I need. And I'm going to do this ley line because it's right here and it's easy to get to. Come on, hurry up.
Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me.
Too late for regret. Adventure time. I'm going in.
Behold.
Wretched vermin.
Don't get too close.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Truth repeats itself.
The wind rises.
Right, very good. Very, very good. So let's go condense our last two resin. And that will be it for me for today. Very good. I'm just going to check how many hero wits we've got. Oh, we've got loads. Alright, we're doing good. We're alright at the minute. How long left on this banner? Not long, not long. 1 day, 2 hours. Oh, I'll pull a star. I wouldn't use so much so I can play my Tartaglia, but ain't gonna get it. Ain't gonna get it. Because I got no primo gems to spare. How many wishes are we on now? 26. Not saying a lot, is it? Alright. That will be the end of my stream, everyone. Anyone who's watching, thank you very much for joining. Erin, it was nice to speak to you as always. Everyone else, have a good day too, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.